guys, it's Lucy, and today I'm going to be doing my August TBR and the Reading Quest TBR. If you don't already know, the Reading Quest is kind of a readathon challenge that's going on. It's hosted by, I forget completely, but they will be linked down below, and the post with all the information will be linked down below. The Reading Quest takes place in the second half of August and the first half of September. I'm going to add on my August TBR, but since August is half over, I have read some books, and I'm not going to go over those now. You'll hear about them in my wrap-up. But what I am currently reading is Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and I am on page 163, and I have to finish this within the next 2 days because this has to go back to the library before I go back to school. So we'll see how that goes. I really want to finish it. I'm really enjoying it. This follows a man and a woman, Ifemelu and Obinze, I'm not sure how to say their names, who are from Nigeria, and Ifemelu comes to America, and Obinze is supposed to come follow, but that ends up not happening, and we follow what led up to their breakup, I think, and then see them afterwards as well, and it's like dual perspective, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really good. It's bringing up some good thoughts, I guess. And then one last thing before we get to the Reading Quest, we have my random picks for the month, which I will fit into the Reading Quest, but I just wanted to share what books were randomly chosen, and that was Clean by Amy Reed, which is about 5 addicts who are in rehab. I have the book here with me now, but I don't think I'll be getting to it before I can go back to school, and I can't find an ebook, so I probably won't be reading this as my random pick. I will probably be reading Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This is a story about a man who ends up discovering a secret city under London, and it's been on my TBR for a while, and I'm glad it was randomly chosen, and I will be reading this for the Reading Quest. I already have it picked out for a challenge, so this will be my chosen random pick of the month. And then the last one was I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. This is about a kid whose dad was a serial murderer, and he's trying to help the police with something to prove he isn't like his dad, but then turns out he might be more like his dad than we thought. I think it's supposed to be some kind of thriller, but I'm on hold for it at the library, so I probably won't be reading that. And I just wanted to clear something up, but the way my random picks work is that at least 3 books are randomly chosen, and then I pick from those what I want to read. So I want to read at least one of the 3 or more books that I've chosen, and I can read more, but I don't have to read more. I just need to read one of them. So not all of the books that are randomly chosen are actually on my TBR, if that makes sense. They're just options. Yeah, but if you want to take part in that part of my TBR, then just leave me a number between 1 and 430, because those numbers correspond to my Goodreads TBR shelf, and then it'll be random because you chose it, so that'd be really helpful. And now we're going to get into the books for the Reading Quest. I'm so ready for this challenge after planning not to take part in it. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. It looks really fun. And basically, the Reading Quest, you choose a character or class of a character. It's supposed to be like an RPG, but with reading. And my first class is going to be the Knight, and I have a whole page dedicated to it in my bullet journal because that's how seriously I'm taking it. And you earn experience points and can level up your character as you read books, and you get experience points for what books you read, and then HP for how many pages you're reading. And it just seems like fun. I probably won't win. I definitely won't win, but it's good to have prompts to read. Since I'm doing the Knight first, the first challenge is the first book of a series, and for that I will be reading The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. This is the first book, and I think it's the Conspiracy of Us series. I'm not sure. I know it's supposed to be some kind of mystery. It kind of reminds me of Gallagher Girls, which is why I picked it up. A book with a verb in its title. I have chosen Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. There was a lot of hot debate in the grammar community over whether born was a verb or not, but the conclusion is it is both a verb and an adjective, so I'm counting it. And this is Trevor Noah's memoir about him growing up in South Africa during apartheid. A book with a weapon on its cover. For this, I'm choosing Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. This is a stretch, but I'm counting it. If you can see on the cover, there are scissors, and I think scissors can be a weapon, so I am counting this because I also want to read it because I have the ARC and I want to read it and review it. So yeah, this will probably be the next thing I pick up, and I really can't tell you what it's about, so I'm just gonna read the back because Seems like a good explanation. Imogen is a runaway heiress, an orphan, a cook, and a cheat. Jewel is a fighter, a social chameleon, and an athlete, an intense friendship, a disappearance, a murder, or maybe two. A bad romance, or maybe three. Blunt objects, disguises, blood, and chocolate, the American dream, superheroes, spies, and villains. A girl who refuses to give people what they want from her. A girl who refuses to be the person she once was. Genuine fraud, you be the judge. Sounds like something I want to read. A book with a red cover, The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I will have the cover next to me and you can see that it is red. This is the first book in a trilogy which is set in a fantasy retrograded society. Is that what it's called? Basically it's set in the future, but society has regressed so that we're like before technological revolution, like all that stuff has gone away and we're before that, I think. It's about the future queen of the kingdom who was taken away as a baby because probably people wanted to kill her, I'm not 100% sure, and she's been brought back so she can take the throne. A book that has a TV/movie adaptation, Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This might also be a cheat, I'm not sure, because Neverwhere was actually a TV show first that I guess Neil Gaiman wrote maybe, and then he adapted the TV show into this book. So I don't know if this counts. Like there's a TV show called Neverwhere which is basically the same story. So does it count? I don't know. If it doesn't count, I'm still gonna read it though. And so those are all the books that I'm going to read for my first class. And you can do more than one of the classes. You just have to do one class at a time. For the side quests that I will be attempting, I have 3 side quests that I have books for. If I find a book that goes for the other side quests, I'll obviously add that in. But for now, these 3 side quests are the ones that I will be attempting, and they are a book concocted by 2+ authors. For that, I've chosen I Hate Everyone But You by Allison Raskin and Gabby Dunn. As you can hear, that was 2 people's names, so 2 authors. I got a e-arc of this on NetGalley, so I'm really excited to read this. I love Allison Raskin and Gabby Dunn on their YouTube channel, so I'm excited to see what they've written. Basically follows 2 girls who go to college on opposite sides of the country, and this is them keeping in touch. I know it's told in emails and text messages, so I'm looking forward to that as well. And I'm pretty sure the characters are just Allison Raskin and Gabby Dunn written down and aged down, so we'll see how it goes. A book with 500 pages, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. So I'm getting mixed signals on whether this book is actually over 500 pages because I looked on Goodreads and it said 518 pages, but all the other editions say way less than that, so I'm not sure if that is. So if someone could let me know, that'd be great. So I don't know how many pages this has, but if not, then it will probably be The Invasion of the Tearling, which is the sequel to The Queen of the Tearling, which is definitely above 500 pages. A book set in either the past or the future, These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. Jennifer Donnelly writes historical fiction, so I'm assuming that this is historical fiction, which I probably shouldn't be assuming that. I think it is because it says that she will be graduating from finishing school, which does not seem like a thing we do in present day, but I'm excited to read this. And I think this is about a girl who's investigating her father's death. So those are all the books that I have planned for the reading quest. If I finish all those books, then I will go on and try and complete the mage quest, but I don't have any books set out for that. I will add more books as I go on and realize I'm running out of books. But until then, that's what I have planned. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any opinions about the books I just mentioned, please be sure to leave a comment down below and leave me a number between 1 and 430 for my random book picks for next month in September. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I talk about books. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!